All right, good afternoon, everybody. It is the start of day, well, not the start of day 2, it's mid-afternoon, but it's the start for us for day 2. Greg should be here any minute bringing the engine lift over. We're gonna pull the front end off, get the engine lifted up, and then that way the transmission will come right out and we won't have any more problems, hopefully. So we'll see how this goes. We'll check back when Greg gets here in a minute. He literally should be pulling up like right now. Also, while I wait for Greg to get here, and since there's some more light, I'll show you guys what we're talking about yesterday. Okay, so there's the transmission. This is the transmission. This is the back part of it, and that's the frame down there. As you can see, I'll show you from the bottom, but it won't drop through because it's hitting the back side of the frame, and we're not really sure why. But like there's nothing holding the engine, the transmission. All the bolts are off. We'll go to the bottom here. I don't step on all this stuff. Now you can see right here, that piece is right on the frame, and we can't get it to come forward enough for whatever reason, and it's just being really, really irritating. Hold on, I'll show you one more spot. See, like the transmission is completely off. It's literally hanging. The jack isn't touching it. It's just hanging by that one spot that's hitting the back, and then a little bit in the front. So we're taking the whole front off, and we're just gonna stop screwing with it. Just take the whole front off. All this will come off, and then it should be much easier to get out. We'll just lift the engine up, pull it off, put the new one on. Should be done within like hour or 2 hours. I say that lightly because nothing ever works properly, but hopefully that's what the plan is. And if any of you guys are local and want a Mark 1, this one is for sale, 800 bucks. It has a title. All the engine pieces are there, I believe. Interior's in super good condition, has a lot of rare parts on it. And then Larry's is also for sale, 600 bucks for this one. It nearly runs. It needs to be timed a little bit, and I think it'd be good to go. This one has no title, so you can make it a track car. I don't know what you want to do with it, but yeah, 600 for that one, 800 for that one if you're local. They don't drive, they don't move, so you have to go bring a trailer if you want them. All right, Greg just got here, and look at this ghetto traption he's got going on in the back. He fit the engine hoist in the Mark IV. I like your setup, it's interesting. He did say he was gonna make it fit no matter what, so he made it fit. You got it going to the whole back side of the car too? That's interesting. I believed you when you said you'd make it fit. And look, we got blue sky there, and look at the dark coming in. They know, Florida knows we're about to do some work. That's funny though. So the front end's off, and then we're trying to figure out what all these wires that are kind of terribly placed go to. And then we're gonna lift the engine, and the transmission should be out. All right, get ready to pull the motor out, pull it up a little bit. The few lines are off. There's a lot of wires that we don't know why they're there or what they go to. Because the main harness bracket that usually plugs in back over here has been turned into all this, and it's just kind of a giant mess. So hopefully this thing can work out. Getting the stand ready. Alright, everything's all hooked up together. We're gonna see if it will move. Oh, hang on. We're on the chains on the back side of the throttle body here. And that's what I heard. We pull all around there. That should work better. Okay. Take two. And that's what I heard crack was a little piece right here. Driver was like, no! I don't want to lift it. coming. Hopefully enough. Are we gonna lift the headers up with it, or then you come off?
Those headers are supposed to come off, so this is what I'm trying to do now. Try and
break them off. Oh, that rear engine mounts here too. The back is actually there. Probably could use that.
Well, we'd have to get the header off first.
Oh, sure.
Normally they pop off, but I don't know why they're holding on so tight for dear life.
Alright, there you go. Okay, this one's off. Alright, this one's off. Mostly off.
Alright. Good? Okay. Okay.
Commence lifting.
Tranny's gonna just drop.
Oh, yeah.
Here.
Oh, that transmission. All that. This stupid thing to get out. Come on. Drag it out of here. Stupid thing. Look at all that fun oil in there.
It did have a hole. It was leaking tranny from it also.
Yeah. That's not supposed to be there? Or not?
No, that's not supposed to be there.
This hole?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. So there's our problem. That giant hole.
Yeah, that's bad. All this right here.
That's a huge hole. Holy crap.
I wonder what the hell happened.
Interesting. Alright, well that's off, thankfully. The motor just parts out of the car, and now we have to just, reassemble that one into there and just do all this backwards. Fantastic. So now we're degreasing the clutch and the flywheel because it's covered in transmission oil. And that's never good.
Which is bad.
That's never good. Lubrication for speed. And this is all the other oil still. And I didn't realize this hole inside here was that big. That's a gaping hole. And there's shards of metal all inside here. So I mean, I can't imagine why it wasn't running properly. All right, so after about an hour, the engine is up and out. All we need to do now is lift the other one back up and reassemble backwards in the easiest way possible. The engine's up and tilted sideways so we can just lift up the transmission. And as you can see on this one, on mine, there's no holes in there. This is nice and solid. So this one should work properly. Whenever you're ready.
Just keep it steady.
Alright. Well, you got this, the pump here is like right on the frame, so it should hold it mostly. I can hold it back. We're going to do the front, the bolts.
Yeah, I should be able to get it on there now.
Show me the front for bolts, or hold it back?
Nah, just steady it. Because once I slide it on and it's on, I can hold it and then I'll tell you to come.
Alright, gotcha.
Yeah, ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Bolts, come there. We're in juice at once. Over here on the frame right. Quickly. This is an engine here.
Okay. Faster.
Once it starts, use the gun.
Yeah! Move sleep.
One bolt. Oh, maybe that's back in there. Alright, the new transmission's on. Greg lifted it and manhandled it like a beast. So now it's time for the bolts to go back in. And then reassemble process. So ready, set, go. Alright, to updates as of now. Engine's bolted back in, all the mounts are back down.
Yep.
Trans bolt is bolted back in.
Yep.
All the wiring that we fixed some of it actually is back together.
Yep.
Axles are going on now, and then after axles will be radiator hoses and front end, and then test drive, and hopefully it runs. Because that would really suck if we did all this and it didn't work after that. Then we're burning it. Alright, so all the axles are put back on, everything in the engine bay is together. The front end's going on now, and it went actually after lots of problems that we didn't see happening, but it's almost there. So, and it's starting to sprinkle. The rain's held out pretty good so far, but it's starting to storm here pretty soon. But we're almost there. Front end's all back on. Radiator hose is going on currently, and then we're going to test it and see if it runs properly and goes to the gears. Alright everybody, the car is fully put back together. It turns on, so we did that right. It goes through all the gears smoothly. The clutch feels better. It's not sticking to the ground anymore. It's coming back up. So everything seems to be perfect. Haven't test drove yet because it's raining right now, but everything's back together. Everything, it runs, everything works, not overheating, no problems yet. So that's awesome. Huge shout out to my homie Greg. His Instagram will be down below. Check him out. Give him some love. He's a super awesome dude. Helped me so much, and now I can say I know how to pull a VR, stop a transmission, and a bunch of other fun stuff. We fixed some wiring, but yeah, it was a fun day. It took a lot longer than an hour to 2 hours. I think we started at like 2:45 and it's like 8:15 now, so it was a long 2 days, but it's all done. It was worth it. I learned a lot of stuff. We had a lot of fun. So like always, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat will be in the next slide you see. And until next time, guys, peace. All right, so actually I just drove the car around. It runs fine, the transmission shifts smooth, but there's only 2 gears. There's 1 gear up and 1 gear down, and the first gear up isn't first. I think it's like second or maybe third, and the 1 gear down is like maybe third or fourth. I have no idea. There's only 2 gears. First gear goes to like almost 60 miles an hour, and second gear goes to, I don't know, a little bit higher than that. But it started getting hot a little bit. I just brought it back home. I was trying to pull it back in the garage, but there's no reverse gear, so I was letting it over there, and then something blew up, and a lot of steam came out. So I think something for the coolant blew up. I don't know. So it's sitting out there for now. I'll see if I can get it back in the garage, or it's just going to sit in the driveway for now. I don't know. At this point, I'm over the car. I'm done dealing with it. All right, so I managed to push the car uphill into the driveway. I didn't feel like turning it back on. There's water everywhere. You can see, I don't know, all the lines are connected, so I can't tell what blew up. I really can't tell. Like I don't see anything that's disconnected right off the bat. All like the coolant spots are all together, so I have no idea what blew up, but I'm honestly just done dealing with this car, so Larry can mess with it now. I'm sick of it. I'm over it.